Welcome to the good life. Welcome to the good life.
The wait is over.
Welcome to the good
Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to the Good Life with me, Eileen. We are here on Wellness Wednesday, and this is a show you do not want to miss. I am so excited about this. I am pumped up, and I am motivated. And you'll understand exactly where I'm coming from in about 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 seconds. We are here in the studio with Doc Griggs to my right, and I have Bashan Jordan to my left of Tiger Rock Nola, and I have Miss Bobby Clark Alexander from the ATL My Life Coach on the line. Good morning, Bobby. How are you? I want to say that all of you all, oh my gosh, now we're I don't know if we're videoing on his selfie stick. But you know, I'm a female, so I need to look in the mirror first and see if it's a good angle.
Are you serious?
So yes, I'm very serious.
That's okay.
So I just want to say, the three of you motivate me, and I surround myself with people who, do that, and that's, we try to. You keep me motivated in health. Bashan, keeps my mind right, trying to keep the exercise together, and Bobby definitely keeps my mind right and helps me keep focused. So I like to try little things that, on a regular basis can do that as well. So I was online yesterday looking at, things, because I don't know if y'all heard me yesterday, but my new favorite song is I Am Phenomenal by Eminem. So if anybody has a chance to look it up, I promise it'll get your mind right. I let Bashan listen to it this morning. Bashan, what you think? It is.
Yeah.
You're going to be having it in the gym, huh?
I'm downloading it today, and we're going to listen to it in class.
I haven't heard it. I'm probably
and y'all know, I'm going to let you listen to it during the break. Y'all know I don't suggest anything that's not going to get your mind right. So if you're in the car, I Am Phenomenal, Eminem. So I found this clip, and it touched me in such a way that I was like, I have to share this with the listeners, because I know if it touched me this way, that if it just touches someone, okay, I'm just going to let you listen to it, and then we'll talk about it after. Here we go.
That the biggest enemy you have to deal with is yourself. There's an old African proverb that says, if there's no enemy within, the enemy outside can do us no harm.
You don't have to personally be perfect. Are you hearing me? There are those of you right now, you should have cut a CD. You should have wrote a book. You should have got in school and got that degree. You should have started your own business. There's so many things you should have done. But you didn't do it because you're scared. You believe that you said scared of what? I ain't scared. You are scared. You're scared of failure. You're scared to make a mistake. You're scared that you're not perfect. And I'm telling you today, you ain't got to be perfect. Are you hearing what I'm saying? You don't have to be perfect to get what you want, to do what you want, to have what you want, to be what you want. You don't have to be perfect. It's a lie.
There will never be a point in your time, in your life, where it's the right time to do a great thing. If you're waiting for that perfect moment, that perfect timing, it's not going to happen. You know what you have to do? You have to create the perfect time and the perfect opportunity and the perfect situation.
So that a lot of people become comfortable. They stop growing. They stop wanting anything. They become satisfied. People getting ready to go to jobs that they don't like. Jobs that are making them sick. You see, when you're not pursuing your goal, you are literally committing spiritual suicide. When you have some goal out here that you're stretching for and reaching for that takes you out of your comfort zone, you'll find out some talents and abilities you have that you didn't know you have. When the messenger of misery visits you, what are you going to do? What will keep you in the game?
There are things that you think you'll never need to know, that you may only need to know one time in your life, but that could save your life because you had that knowledge.
Unless you attempt to do something beyond that which you've already mastered, you will never grow. What is it that you looked at some point in time and you decided that you couldn't do it, that you talked yourself out of it?
You're waiting on your next door neighbor to make it happen for you. It may not happen. If you're waiting on your mother or your father, they may be so ancient in their thinking that they don't understand this opportunity that you have. And if you're waiting on them, it may never get done. You don't beg average people to be phenomenal. You don't beg good people to be phenomenal. You just are phenomenal, and you will attract phenomenal.
What reason can you remember that you can call on, that you can reach on, that can make you get back up? Find that reason.
If you're not where you are, if you're not where you want to be, if you don't have what you want to have, if you're not where you think you should be at this particular place, it has nothing to do with the system, but it has everything to do with the fact that you're not making the sacrifice. I want you to make that dream become a reality, because if you don't, you will be working for somebody else to make their dreams become a reality.
Question is, what are you going to do with your time? What drives you? And greatness is a lot of small things done well. Day after day, workout after workout, obedience after obedience, day after day.
When things don't work out for you, when things happen that you could not anticipate, what are the reasons that you can think of that can keep you strong?
You will never, ever be successful until you turn your pain into greatness, until you allow your pain to push you from where you are to push you to where you need to be. Stop running from your pain and embrace your pain. Your pain is going to be a part of your prize, a part of your product. I challenge you to push yourself.
See, it's easy to be on the bottom. It doesn't take any effort to be a loser. It doesn't take any motivation, any drive in order to stay down there on a low level. But it calls on everything in you. You have to harness your will to say, I'm going to challenge myself.
I mean that what you did last week don't count. Today is the only important day. There are 86,400 seconds in a day, and how you use those are critical. You got 86,400 today, and what you do today is going to cement who you are. Nobody's going to talk about what you did last week. You have this opportunity of a lifetime. It means absolutely nothing if you don't take advantage of it in the lifetime of this opportunity.
I got a saying that when life knocks you down, try and land on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up. If you want a thing bad enough to go out and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep for it, if all that you dream and scheme is about it, and life seems useless and worthless without it, see, it's time now. If you want to make this your decade, you've got to start saying yes to your life. You've got to start saying yes to your dreams, yes to your unfolding future, yes to your potential, as opposed to saying no.
When you die on E. Leave no dream left behind, guys. Leave no opportunity left behind. When you leave this earth, accomplish every single thing you can accomplish. Listen to me, you're going to be here one day, but you'll never get here if you give up, if you give in, if you quit. And finally, guys, you got to want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe.
Now, how powerful was that?
Holy smokes, Batman.
I have chills. I heard it yesterday for the first time, and I just had to sit there for a moment and really digest it, because it hit on so many points of every fear, every insecurity, every doubt I've ever had about myself and my life, and about what I needed to do to push forward and to get what I wanted. You know, I don't know if y'all know, but we're going to be national. We're going to be nationally syndicated. That's where the Good Life Radio show is going. I'm going to claim it right here on the radio.
Amen.
And so the only way to get what you want is to claim it and take those steps every day to get and do what you want. And so that's what I want. What do you want? And so I'm motivated every day to do that. What are you motivated every day to do? So I want everyone to know that, you know, it's 5 to 6 minutes. I'm going to put it on my Facebook and my Twitter, The Good Life Radio Show. The Good Life Radio Show on Facebook and Twitter. So, and you don't have to have a Facebook to get it. You just type in The Good Life Radio Show Facebook, and it'll pop up. It'll be the first link. I just put it on there. Facebook or Twitter, The Good Life Radio Show, and you can get the link. It is called Motivation Grid, and it was on SoundCloud. I was just, on SoundCloud because, the Good Life Radio Show is on SoundCloud and Spreaker.com. And so, I was just kind of searching, and I found it, and I was just like, how motivational is that? Some of the things that, really stuck out to me were say yes to your life. How many of us don't even think about that? Say yes to your life. Turn your pain to greatness. Embrace your pain. I love this one. When you die on E. Mm-hmm. What you saving it for? What are you saving your energy for? When you die on E. Y'all, I have chills. Thoughts. Oh, I love this one too. Don't beg average people to be phenomenal.
So,
ooh,
at that point, I need to interject.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like we were thinking on the same mind. I wake up weird hours of the night and day and post all kinds of stuff. This morning, I posted, it's from The Mind Unleashed, small minds can't comprehend big spirits. To be great, you have to be willing to be mocked, hated, and misunderstood. Stay strong. My grandmother and my grandfather told me that this has been the journey to not actually see patients and to do this and be out here for people has been a long and crazy one. They think you're nuts. And my grandmother, they would always say, first they call you crazy,
Yes.
then they laugh at you,
Oh my.
but then they
Gandhi.
question you, and then they follow you.
Uh-huh.
You get called a lot of names to this day. I mean, as recently as this week, oh, poor thing, you wait all that education and you ain't helping nobody. I'm like, ma'am, you're so right. I only hope I can go home and read more so I can help you.
Right.
No one understands your journey but you, and eagles don't flock.
Hello.
I gotta commend you, Dr. Greg. If you keep that as an anthem for yourself every day, you will just be phenomenal until you transition out of this earth. That is something that you have to literally practice. If you have to say it every morning, because you hit it right on the nose. That is what it takes to do what you're trying to get accomplished. Okay? And a lot of those people that are saying that are some of the main people you're going to have to help. People are flaky. You know, they love you today, they hate you tomorrow. You have to keep focused. And that is the type of mindset that will help you to keep focused. So I commend you on what you just said. That is phenomenal.
Thank you. And I'll tell you one thing, for those out there that have dreams, like Eileen, it's funny. It's a lonely place. Think about it.
It's
Eagles,
very lonely.
When you think in the bird world, you'll see a flock of chickens, you'll see a flock of robins, you'll see a flock of this. But the higher up and the more predatory, the higher up the birds fly, the more alone they are. Now, they respect each other, and they'll give their signals as to where there might be some buffalo or whatever to eat, but they don't flock. And I tell you, when you're up 2, 3 in the morning reading, by this time today, I've read 15 different articles. Literally today, before I even posted one, to make sure I'm getting the right information out. So my hours are odd. When you go out, people don't understand that you're in a creative zone. I mean, it's just it's lonely. It gets lonely.
Right.
Eileen, if you don't mind, I just need to hit it. He just keeps hitting some very critical points, and it's very relevant and it's very timely. He's just being very prophetic today. But I actually want to download this app that lets me know my sleep patterns, because I do the same thing. I know Eileen, she sleeps crazy. I don't know about Bashan because I don't know him as well, but I want to know how am I sleeping. So I'm going to download that app, if not today, tomorrow, so that I can see what my patterns are. But creative minds, they never stop. And those who are destined for greatness, it takes what it takes and it costs what it costs. Every millionaire, every great person has literally the exact same story.
And you know what, Bobby? I'm going to tell y'all this, and Doc doesn't even necessarily know this. I used to work out in the morning, but I started changing my routine. And so people were like, why aren't you posting your workouts in the morning? Because I changed my routine. You know why? Because the importance of meditation is that important that at 5:45 in the morning, instead of giving up and going work out now, I get up and I meditate. I meditate for half an hour to 45 minutes every morning, and I started working out in the evenings because I need to get my mind right if I want to do this. And so I need to get my mind right in the morning. And so I meditate, and I pray, and I thank God for my blessings, and I'm like, this is where I want to go. So if I take these steps, He's going to open those doors for me. And so that's what it is.
And it's an excellent practice. We talked in the past about taking that 5 minutes extra or 10 minutes extra before you go to bed to go to sleep in the 5 to 10 minutes. Your last thought before you go to sleep is going to be what your brain dreams and you think about can end up being your first thought in the morning. So taking that time to reset your day and to get going,
I actually do it at night as well. I do it for 10 minutes, 15 minutes before I go to sleep, but I do it longer in the morning. But it's really so important. And, I wanted to play that video and it's the power of motivation. And if you, do something every morning that motivates you to get you up, to get you moving, because sometimes you just don't feel like it. But like I told Bashan's about the song. If it's a song that makes you happy, play that song every morning, because we fill our minds with all this trash, all this trap music, all this other stuff. And, you know, we like to dance to it every now and then. Yeah. But think about it. That's your thoughts every day. And if you're thinking about, you know, this, that, and the other and going to the club, that's what you're thinking about in the morning subconsciously. So let's get our mind right. Let's motivate ourselves so that we can be better people. Let's open our minds to living differently in the world so we can all live the good life. Say yes to your life. When you die on empty. This is Eileen. This is The Good Life. We are going to be right back with, one of my favorites, asking for help. Because, y'all, that's the only way. We can't ever do it alone, but we think we can. So make sure you stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Are you looking for a better way to get fit? Bored with the same old routines? Looking for results or a way to instill discipline in the kids? Tiger Rock Martial Arts is the answer with Taekwondo, kickboxing, and self-defense classes. Tiger Rock diversifies your training in ways that allows individuals of all ages and fitness levels to feel like a champion. Join Tiger Rock today. TigerRockNola.com or 504-455-9694. That's 504-455-9694 with a 3-class starter pack starting for only $38, which includes your training uniform. Learn, grow, and succeed with Tiger Rock's 3 convenient locations: Old Metairie, West Bank, and Clearview. There's no better time to start gaining strength, skills, and protection for life than now. 504-455-9694. 504-455-9694. See you on the mat.
Eric Caulfield represents a new kind of leadership for the state Senate. He's honest, independent, dedicated to public service, and his qualifications are impeccable. Eric is a Morehouse man, graduating Phi Beta Kappa and earned his master's and PhD degrees from MIT. He was appointed by President Barack Obama to serve as a White House Fellow and served as Chief Policy Advisor to former Newark Mayor Cory Booker. He's an urban planner, scientist, inventor, loyal Democrat, and today a candidate for the Louisiana State Senate. Eric's work for President Obama here in New Orleans resulted in $4 million in construction jobs, street improvements, housing for nearly 70 homeless New Orleanians, and a renewed commitment to helping the people he wants to serve.
That is why I went into government, to get things done. I'm Eric Caulfield, and I'll bring a new kind of leadership to the state Senate.
Vote for Eric Caulfield, number 41, State Senate, District 4. Paid for by the Committee to Elect Eric Caulfield.
Hello? I need help. My hair is a mess and my man texts me telling me to be ready for 8. He has a surprise. What am I going to do? My stylist takes forever.
I got you. Call Ringlet Salon. I just left there.
Where?
Ringlet Salon. They took me within minutes and had me in and out in no time. Very professional, and I scheduled online at ringlets.com.
For real?
Girl, for real.
Does Ringlet Salon hook up your roots?
Looks like I got a perm, and you know I'm anti-chemicals. Ringlet Salon has my hair soft and bouncy. I'm getting the Brazilian Blowout Express next week. It eliminates frizz for 6 weeks.
6 weeks? Okay, I'm all about Ringlet Salon. Where are they located?
Ringlets has 2 locations, one at 4712 Paris Avenue and one in the Hilton Hotel on the river. That location validates parking for 4 hours and is open on Sunday.
Perfect for a working woman like me. That's all I needed to know. I'm going to be fresh from my man.
You will if you schedule your appointment at ringlets.com. That's RINGLETTS.com.
Bye. Go and make my appointment with Ringlet Salon now.
Do you know anyone with less than perfect credit? At KB Enterprises, they specialize in restoring your score. Learn how to increase your credit score with 100% satisfaction guarantee. A+ rating with the BBB, 10-year track record of removing negative items including repossessions, foreclosures, bankruptcies, tax liens, student loans, and more. Kenneth Barnes and his team at KB Enterprises are excited about helping you restore your credit and achieving your financial goals. Whether it's acquiring a home or purchasing a car, don't miss this opportunity to change your life forever. For more info, give them a call at 504-577-4139. Log on to www.kennethbarnes.org and be sure to tune into The Good Life on Money Mondays and get your financial tips for the week from Kenneth Barnes so you can live the good life too.
Printing in New Orleans East is the place to go for all of your digital printing needs. Universal Printing offers a wide range of printing services and promotional products. They handle everything from business cards to personalized prescription pads. They even print yard signs, banners, and vehicle magnets. Stop by Universal Printing at 9900 Lake Forest Boulevard in New Orleans East near Reed. Or give them a call at 504-244-1177. That's 504-244-1177. Come on down to Universal Printing and let the experts handle all of your printing, marketing, and promotional needs so you don't have to.
New Orleans Masters of Groove, the Funky Meters, will team up with the legendary Alan Toussaint, Walter Wolfman Washington, and New Orleans' own Queen of Soul, Irma Thomas, at the deliciously entertaining Crescent City Blues and Barbecue Festival, October 16th through 18th at Lafayette Square. This free festival is family-friendly and is powered, produced, and presented by the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation. This very unique blues festival will include some of the best art exhibits and barbecue in the South with more than 40 local vendors. Vegetarian, vegan, and gluten-free options are available, as well as bread pudding and peach cobbler for dessert. If you're hungry for great music, food, and fun, make sure that you visit us on the web at jazzandheritage.org for a scheduled lineup of all artists performing at the 10th Annual Crescent City Blues and Barbecue Festival to be held in Lafayette Square, October 16th through 18th.
WBOK 1230 AM, the People's Station.
Welcome to the good life. Welcome to the good life.
The wait is over.
The wait is officially over. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome back to The Good Life with me, Eileen. We are here on Wellness Wednesday, and if you heard the first segment, you know we got you motivated. So if you want a link to that motivational speech, make sure you follow The Good Life Radio Show on Twitter or Facebook. It will be downloaded there. Actually, I already did it, so you can go there and you can get it, and I also tagged Bashan's, Bobby, and Doc Griggs, so you can go on theirs as well and, make sure you follow The Good Life Radio Show because we've all kind of fun stuff that keep you motivated and keep your mind open to living differently in the world because, sometimes it's a dog-eat-dog world and we just got to, keep your mind right. That's what it's all about. And so sometimes when it's hard to keep your mind right, you want to ask for help.
That's right. Yeah.
So, but before we jump into that, I know, Doc Griggs, I'm going to ask you for help because what are you doing?
So this afternoon, monthly in the Broadmoor neighborhood, I do this thing called Doc Talks. Tonight, I'm talking about sweets. It's Halloween time, and I'm going to talk about other substitutes other than candy and things you can do for kids for Halloween. But I'm going to talk about sugar, how it affects the body. It will be fun. It's going to
Of course it'll be fun.
It's going to be active, and it's going to be fun. I need y'all help. Come see me. Broadmoor,
exactly.
It's Keller Wellness, the Arts and Wellness Center in Broadmoor.
So how can we help you?
You can help me. You can go to my Facebook page and find out the details. Doc Griggs. You can call 504-533-4576 to find out more information. And I'm getting the exact location of it.
Give us that number one more time because you're too quick on the draw.
504-533-4576. It's tonight from 6 to 7 and the first Wednesday of every month. We're going to talk about sugar, friend or foe, the Broadmoor Arts and Wellness Center. Friend or foe. We need sugar, no?
Yeah, we do.
Good.
We just don't eat too much of it.
A little sugar ain't never hurt nobody.
It depends on what type of sugar you're talking about. But since we're going to ask for help.
The event is free.
Oh, yes. Yes. So thank you, everybody. Make sure you go out and support Doc Griggs because he supports us in every way. He make sure we have our mind right, our bodies right, and we get checked, get fit, and get moving. So make sure you do that and support him tonight.
Thank you.
And we always need to ask for help. And I know it's been a struggle for me to ask for help. It's always been like I always thought that, I wasn't, a strong or, I was being vulnerable. But as you've heard, if you listen to the Good Life Radio Show, you know that vulnerability is a good thing because actually it's the doorway to love and to authenticity. So we want to make sure that everyone knows that. It's okay to ask for help. There are a couple truths about asking for help that I wanted to kind of touch on, and then I'm going to have Bobby really kind of delve into it. Asking for help creates an atmosphere of empowerment It communicates to others that while you may not have the answers, you are willing to find them and make things better. Another truth. In reality, not allowing yourself to be known keeps you socially isolated and therefore insecure. So when you seek the counsel of others, you not only connect with them, but you also realize that you're not alone in your struggle. Next. Truth. Successful individuals will tell you that the key to success is knowing your strengths and your weaknesses. So learning how to delegate, asking for help, and letting others show you the way are part of the plan. Successful people are driven and motivated. Didn't we talk about motivation a minute ago? Yep. And when the going gets tough, the tough ask for what? Help. And last but not least, get over it. With practice, you'll learn to be comfortable with others helping you. And before long, you'll come to realize that you deserve a helping hand every now and then. Because sometimes you just don't feel like you do. You feel insecure. But everybody needs help at some point in their lives. You just got to ask for it.
Yeah, the toughest part of that, though, especially referencing this whole journey with this thing, is that it's a matter of trust. And there are things that are prioritized that you have at a high priority. You're afraid that someone else might not take such high priority with, and they'll drop a ball. And if it's just you and it's just your dream, you don't want to deal with any obstacles that are in your way. And what'll happen is that, it'll be based on a bad experience. You'll trust some folks, and then they'll mess it up. And you just want to do it all yourself and drive yourself nuts.
Right. Kind of like love. You kind of, you keep trying a relationship, but you have to be open to love. It's the same thing. You got to be open for help. I know before we hit Bobby, Bashan, that's why people go to you. They need help getting fit,
Besides,
right?
Stop talking so much. Can you let somebody else speak this point?
You know what? I'm
over
here sucking it all in, right now. It's a lot. I mean, but it's good, though. It's, especially with the motivational talk earlier, that was...
It inspired you, didn't it?
That was awesome, and exactly it hit home 100%, especially, me being a business owner and, going back to the sleeping patterns. I mean, it was, I don't sleep well as it is, but, it was a time where when I first opened up my business Uptown, that whole process of me opening a business, I don't think I slept for 3 months. I probably got like 4 hours in daily, probably. But that mind's always going, and just, me thinking of new things and, try to be creative and and that's my artistic background as well. It just is nonstop.
Exactly. The thing about as small business owners, if we ask for help, there's somebody we know that has opened a small business already. Let's learn from them and not reinvent the wheel. Why make the same mistakes over and over again? Ask for help. Bobby, why don't we ask for help? And how can asking for help really open our minds to living differently in the world? That's the good life.
That's a good life. And what I've actually found is that the more mature I become and the longer I press forward and stay focused, the more I open up to ask for help. A lot of times there's a spirit of rejection that people are afraid of. People are literally afraid to be rejected, to be told, no, I can't do it, or shirked, or pushed to the side. This topic is so huge and so broad. Dr. Greg, he threw it in there. When you have a vision and you have people flocking around you just to be seen, but not necessarily carrying the vision, that is a formula for chaos, dropping the ball, you name it. You expect that you share it with a certain individual. They said they wanted to help. But, a lot of times people make their mouth say things that they don't actually do, action with it. And so you show up and you thinking everything's in line. So, that's a huge area right there that has to be dealt with. You have to sit down and you have to talk to these people. When you ask for help, you have to ask them, are you willing to actually stick with me through this particular project? Tell me what's your availability. I mean, Dr. Griggs, you have to actually get a one-on-one or put them in a group. If there's supposed to be some people that are going to help you do the venture or whatever, just call one mandatory meeting. I thank you guys, but this is what it is so they can understand better. A lot of times people flow better when they know better. And they really don't understand what you're really doing. See, I do, Eileen does, but Sean does because we do what you do. Okay? But I wanted to encourage, before I go further, Eileen, that each one of us we're history makers. So history makers go before the people. So there are events that are changing, not just the economy, it's the way people think, the way people view things, the way that they even watch the news. You'll be amazed at what come out of people's mouth when they see certain things happen. Someone has their head blown off, somebody says, see, he shouldn't have been there. And someone else is saying, oh, my God, how horrible is that? I mean, people's views, you have to start paying attention to people's views and mindsets, and you will know before you ask them to do anything, okay, if they're capable of handling and processing the vision that you have. Sometimes we make people responsible for stuff that they really can't process. And their thinking capacity, they just don't get it. So you have to really identify your helpers. It's like when they talk or how they flow. Okay, you know what? She likes to collect magazines, and she has a handful. She can be my resource person. Just start identifying the gifts people have. Go in on their gifts. Don't ask them something, an area to help you in, and they don't have a clue. Okay?
Exactly.
So just try and find their gift mix identified by the way that they flow. But as for those who are doing great things, you always have to get the vision, go with it, and you have to get there before the people, because as the need arrives, we'll already be there when they get there. So you can't, your mind, your thought, your flow is way ahead of where they are. It's not their vision.
Right.
They have no idea, they don't understand it. But I'm telling you, 9 people out of the 10 that you have to deal with on a daily or norm, they're going to need what you have. They just don't know it yet.
Hello.
But you can't expect them to know it. It's your vision. God gave it to you, and you have to keep focused. This is a very prophetic phone call. I don't know if you guys actually realize that. And, Bashan, I can really just sense that you're really getting the goods here. I can hear it in your voice when you were sharing. Ask for help, but ask God to help you to identify the people that can help you with the vision or with the dream, because if it's a passion inside of them, passion drives people. Passion is hungry. Passion is wanting to be needed. Passion is wanting to be activated and kept active. That's why some people are throwing things in your path because they don't know what their passions are. You're doing your passions, your gifts, and your talents, and all they're doing is they're in the way because they don't know who they are. So start paying attention. This is for all of us. This is for the listening audience, those of us that are on the line, on the show. We have to start identifying people's gifts and passion is by what they say and what they do.
And encouraging them.
You want to help.
And encouraging them. And encouraging them. You know what I mean? Encouraging them.
You do. You really do. You have to say, you know what? Come here. I noticed that when people mess up in such and such area, I noticed that you're ready to fix it. And you let them know. Do you realize that's a gift area for you? Mm-hmm. That's a passion for you. You're right. It's a teachable moment in everything that we do.
And also with asking for help, offering it. If you see that somebody needs something, sometimes, just like you said, you may be too insecure to ask, or, you may be scared or whatever the situation is. Offer help. Why not? It costs you 0 cents to be decent. Offer help.
You know what, Eileen? But let's just keep it real. This is a good life.
You're right. Yeah, go ahead.
Real, we can all get help. A lot of times, it's that ugly green monster.
The
of
ego.
Jealousy.
Yep.
You're jealous of someone else, whereas if you celebrate, I've learned this, and I made myself do it early on in my life. I just learned the concept. When you help someone else with their vision and their plan, then guess what? It will happen for you. Whatever you put out, the law of sowing and reaping, I don't care what it is. In the cosmos, whatever you put out, it's coming back. So if you put out good, you put out help, you put out support. I can't do everything, but I can help you do this. I can help you do that.
Right.
Okay? So a lot of it is that. So what you do is you can press past that ugly green monster by saying, hey, Eileen, you know what? I can help you do that. If you want to get whatever you want to do, such and such, just let me know,
Absolutely.
and I'll be there.
Absolutely. We like to barter everything else, barter services. You know what I mean? We barter everything else, barter services. I can do this for you. You can do this for me. Right. Let's work it out. You know, that's the good life, making sure that everybody has a come up. Isn't that the good life? Because I know I want to come up.
That's right.
So if I can help you come up, we all gonna come up together.
Tearing people down like the crab mentality.
People realize
I see her going up, so I'm gonna do something to pull her down. Okay, she thinks she's this, that, and the other. That's insecurity. You know, and that bitterness and hurt and all those other different things. You know what? You can just literally get delivered from that just by opening your mouth. You literally just tell the devil, you know, get out of my way. I'm going to help her get this done. I'm going to help him get this done, and stop looking for people to authenticate what you're doing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And as we wrap up this segment, that's exactly what I kind of wanted to go out on. And this is part of the motivation from the first one. Don't beg average people to be phenomenal. If you're going to ask for help, go find someone who's phenomenal in that industry. Go ask them for help. Surround yourself with people who are smarter than you, people who can bring you to a higher level. That's the good life. We'll be back with Bossy Medical. We're talking about urgent care. Sometimes people don't know the difference. I don't know. We're going to find out when we get back. So this is The Good Life. We are here on Wellness Wednesday, and we'll be right back.
L&R Security provides the good life. They make their mark in the security arena by providing excellent security services for more than 35 years and are licensed in more than 13 states. L&R Security's team comes with a wealth of experience from the military, law enforcement, and law enforcement training. Their personnel is comprised of more than 200 employees trained in video monitoring, special event services, convention services, armed and unarmed security guards, ticket takers, executive security, personal bodyguards, hall monitors, and critical infrastructure personnel that are TSA trained. L&R Security services are provided on a 24-hour basis and have expanded to the newest technology, including video monitoring. Find them on the web at www.lrsecurity.com or call them today at 504-943-3191. Again, that number is 504-943-3191. Live the good life with L&R Security today.
Are you looking for a better way to get fit? Bored with the same old routines? Looking for results or a way to instill discipline in the kids? Tiger Rock Martial Arts is the answer with Taekwondo, kickboxing, and self-defense classes. Tiger Rock diversifies your training in ways that allows individuals of all ages and fitness levels to feel like a champion. Join Tiger Rock today. TigerRockNola.com or 504-455-9694. That's 504-455-9694 with a 3-class starter pack starting for only $38, which includes your training uniform. Learn, grow, and succeed with Tiger Rock's 3 convenient locations: Old Metairie, West Bank, and Clearview. There's no better time to start gaining strength, skills, and protection for life than now. 504-455-9694. 504-455-9694. See you on the mat.
Hello? I need help. My hair is a mess and my man texts me telling me to be ready for 8. He has a surprise. What am I going to do? My stylist takes forever.
I got you. Call Ringlet Salon. I just left there.
Where?
Ringlet Salon. They took me within minutes and had me in and out in no time. Very professional, and I scheduled online at ringlets.com.
For real?
Girl, for real.
Does Ringlet Salon hook up your roots?
Looks like I got a perm, and you know I'm anti-chemicals. Ringlet Salon has my hair soft and bouncy. I'm getting the Brazilian Blowout Express next week. It eliminates frizz for 6 weeks.
6 weeks? Okay, I'm all about Ringlet Salon. Where are they located?
Ringlets has 2 locations, one at 4712 Paris Avenue and one in the Hilton Hotel on the river. That location validates parking for 4 hours and is open on Sunday.
Perfect for a working woman like me. That's all I needed to know. I'm going to be fresh from my man.
You will if you schedule your appointment at ringlets.com. That's RINGLETTS.com.
Bye. Go and make my appointment with Ringlet Salon now.
You're on the move, and so is your bank. Liberty Bank now offers you the power to manage your money from the palm of your hand with mobile banking with Liberty Bank. Whether you need to check balances, transfer money, or view transactions,
Mobile banking at Liberty Bank allows convenient and secure access to your money. Enroll today at www.libertybank.net and download our mobile app. You can mobile bank at Liberty Bank to keep the power in your hands. Liberty Bank. There's freedom here. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Listen to WBOK 1230 AM anywhere in the world. Live at www.wbok1230am.com. WBOK 1230 AM, talk radio in New Orleans.
Welcome to the good life. Welcome to the good life.
The wait is over.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome back to The Good Life with me, Eileen. We are here on Wellness Wednesday, and I have two of my favorite new co-hosts, sort of, in the studio with us as well. So we have Nat and Daryl from Bossy Medical Clinic, and of course we have Doc Griggs and Bashan Jordan from Tiger Rock NOLA, because that is The Good Life.
Gotta mention, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
It absolutely is.
Not to ambush, I want to make sure that all ladies and men, if you have a history of breast cancer, get your mammograms, do your breast cancer exams. There are places, like there's a place in my neighborhood, South Broad Community Health, they give away mammogram vouchers for mammograms. There is no excuse for preventative medicine these days. And breast cancer, it's 1 in 8 women will be afflicted with breast cancer. 1 in 1,000 men. 430 men will die from breast cancer this year, which is mostly out of stubbornness. But we'll talk about that tomorrow.
We'll talk about that tomorrow on Doc Rick's show. So make sure you tune in at what time, Doc?
1 o'clock.
1 p.m. 1 p.m. WBOK 1230 a.m. You can hear us around the world. And guess what's happening around the world in the ATL? And she's not on the line because she was trying to wiggle her way out of this. It's Bobby's birthday. So happy birthday, Bobby.
Happy
I know you were
birthday to you.
We were I couldn't even get it out. We were going to let him sing, but no. So happy birthday, Bobby. I know you were trying to wiggle your way out of that, but we will not let that happen. So before we jump into this, there are so many reasons to go to urgent care, and make sure you do at Bossy Medical Clinic. But we're going to have Bashan Jordan give us our exercise for the week, because if you hurt yourself doing the exercise, you may need to go to urgent care. So Bashan, give us that
hopefully you won't
exercise.
Hurt yourself with this exercise.
Yeah, you won't. You won't. Because you will stretch first, correct?
That's right. All that good stuff. Yeah, but
I don't trust that.
He tries to hurt us, y'all.
We're going to keep it simple, but we're going to do what's called, we did knee lifts before, but we're going to start from a lunge position.
Lunge.
And a lunge is basically like a long stance where you have one leg in front of the other. The front leg is going to be bent. Your back leg is going to be straight. And we're going to lift the back leg up to your chest as high as you can get it, and then place it right back down in that same position again. So, we're going to, do both sides. But I'll go ahead and demonstrate, and we'll get it on video for you so you kind of see what it's all about. And then I'll post it later, and Eileen will post it, and Doc Griggs will post it.
Man, you're doing a lot of talking, man. I don't see no stress.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it right now. All right.
Get to it.
We go.
Is this video recorded? Is it taped?
No, you can record. Right.
Hold on, wait. I'm going to get it. There you go.
Come on, get it in.
Oh, other way, huh?
So, guys, at Bossy's, Nat and Daryl, give me a little bit of Bossy's Clinic while he's doing his.
What are you doing right now is stalling.
Exactly. So, tell me where Bossy Clinic is, because in New Orleans East, we really haven't had any medical urgent care in a hot second. So, having this in New Orleans East is like vital, kind of.
Right. We're actually located at 8070 Crowder Boulevard, and it's right next to the Smoothie King, and it's right there at the intersection of Crowder and Haynes. So I guess you can go down here and practice the moves you just learned at Planet Fitness on Crowder.
Absolutely.
Dude kicking at me, I'm kicking back at him.
No, but exactly. So if we want to make sure you stretch, because that is the good life. And Doc Greg says, get checked, get fit, get moving.
Yeah, don't let nobody kick at you.
And make sure you go see your doctor before you start any exercise routine. I'm going to, put that out there. But if you didn't and you hurt yourself, and you need to go to urgent care, Doc Griggs, why do people go to urgent care? Like, what's the importance of it? Like, what's the difference?
The difference between an urgent care and an emergent situation, if you are about to die, you need to go to the emergency room.
Right.
If your baby has had a fever for the last 9 hours and you just felt hot after they finished playing and you were wondering about their cold they had for the last 3 days, go to urgent care. if you can't wait to go see your pediatrician. The only reason you should be going to the emergency room is if you feel you are about to die. Chest pain, accident, your elbow sticking through your arm, something in your eye. Otherwise, if you can't wait to go to the doctor, then go to an urgent care.
And it's funny, I think we should go to urgent care when you need, weren't we just talking about this? Help.
Yeah.
So go ask for help at Bossy Medical Clinic. Exactly. What type of services do you offer there?
We offer work and school physicals. We do flu shots, vaccinations. We do anything with cold and flu, aches. We do casting. We also do x-rays there as well. So we pretty much can handle anything, like Doc Griggs said, that's not an emergency. We can handle all of that. So if you have a sprain and you're not sure, you can come in, get an x-ray.
During football season and basketball season about to start, so when your baby sprains himself, don't go sit in the emergency room. Go to Bossy Medical Clinic.
So I want to clarify, too. We use the term sprains and strains, and we're all athletes, and we've used it, and da-da-da. Ligaments get sprained. Muscles attached to other bones with ligaments. Those ligaments get injured, and that's a sprain. Ligaments get sprained. Muscles get strained. You've ever heard of someone straining a hamstring, an injury to a strain, or strain the quadricep? So if you injure a muscle,
his arm last week.
That means he strained a muscle in his arm. Right. If you sprain your ankles, all those ligaments, that's a sprain.
So that's the difference.
And what the urgent care can do, the beauty is, the purpose of the x-ray is not like they're trying to do a bunch of casting and have you come back like he's an orthopedic surgeon and they'll rush to this. No, they can delineate between a break and a sprain or a strain with the x-ray. They can set it, and you can set your appointment with your orthopedic surgeon as opposed to going to sit in an ER for 12, 13 hours. Especially people talking about they're doing exercise and they're kicking their feet at you like they're going to do something. I don't care if you do no karate. Don't be kicking at me, man. Exactly. I'm just saying.
And we were just talking about asking for help, and Bashan was giving his story about, starting Tiger Rock NOLA. Nat, give me a little bit about starting Bossy Medical Clinic.
It's very, very important, I believe, to ask for help. That's why I brought in Daryl. He has a lot of experience with owning his own business, and he can help me mitigate a lot of risks by coming and saying, I wouldn't do it this way, I would do it this way. Mm-hmm. We also in the...
He's a no guy.
That's a good one. But you need that balance. It's like a checks and balance system.
No, man, that's not going to work.
You need the balance. And then we also, I believe it's important because information is the most valuable asset you'll ever have, and it's free. But most people won't go and get it because they're scared to ask, they're scared to look. And even if you're scared to ask, you can go on the internet, go on Google, research stuff, and then get the answers you want. But a lot of people think they know everything, and they start a business from the vantage point of a consumer. And you have to start a business from the vantage point of a business person. So you're always used to interacting with things as, how is this coming to me? When you're the person that's giving it to somebody else, that's the difference. So you always think, I go in this store, they have this, and this, so I need to have this, and this. From the vantage point of a business person, when you have to buy this, and this, you need to boil it down to maybe I only need this and this, and then I can move forward and grow into that point. So it's difficult for people to switch from being a consumer to being a producer.
Not even just being the consumer, it being even like just because I make bricks doesn't mean that I necessarily can own a brick making company.
Right.
It's a whole that we were talking a little bit about being business owners.
Yes.
People think you chilling. Oh man,
people think you got pockets. I'm like, for
pockets
real.
Of money. They think you got time. Right. I've never slept less in my life. Am I right?
Exactly right.
So Daryl, talk a little bit about that. I mean, starting Bossy Medical Clinic, everybody thinks whatever, but you're like, come on now.
I thought he was going to say no.
The biggest thing to me is I like to tell people to remove your emotions first when you're making a business decision. We get attached to our businesses and our dreams and our fantasies, and we hold on to those thoughts, and we start to think that, I want it this way. It's going to be like that. It's going to be this way. But what you have to do is be flexible and understand that, a lot of things are going to come at you that you're not expecting or anticipating. So you have to remove the emotion from your dream and realize that you have to do these things to make this fly. So if you get caught up in your emotions, sometimes you don't want to let go of something.
Yes.
When it's best to let it go.
I have that that problem.
You got to be careful.
But taking it
I
personal.
do. You talking to me this morning?
Taking it personal.
Put me on Front Street.
On the first day when you're first starting out and nobody shows up, you're like,
Yeah, you
Right.
know. I mean,
Like,
they
is
don't
it
like
me?
me or something. I asked my boys to come through at least, man. Man, they don't like me.
yeah, you just got to be resilient. You know, you got to be resilient.
You got to be resilient. Exactly. So in growing Bossy Medical Clinic, I will say because New Orleans, number one, has been resilient, especially after Katrina. Exactly. And, you know, getting businesses back in that area of town has been a resilient move. Right. And so deciding to go back there and growing it, how has it been since you've been open? Because how long have you been open now?
We've been open like a week. Yeah, exactly.
A week and a half?
A week and a half, exactly. It's been a great experience.
But that's the good life. Number one, you're open.
Exactly. That's the point that most people don't get to because they give up.
Exactly.
And that's the point that's the main hurdle to get over. If you read Russell Simmons' books, he says that the universe's job is to tell you no. Your job is to make it say yes. So everybody you interact with is going to say, no, that's not going to work. This is not going to work.
Hello.
That's not going to work. But it's your job to show them, yes, this will work. Because if it was like that, everybody would own the business.
Everybody would do it.
So it has to be something that it eliminates some people from some people, and it's something that separates some people from some people. And then, as they say, cream always rises to the top. So you have to always be focused and
well, that's why you're here in the
drive.
Good Life.
Exactly right.
Because you're obviously the Good Life.
Exactly
cream
right.
rises to the top, and I'm surrounded by cream this morning.
Exactly right.
I'm just looking. I got a studio full of guys. Well, thank you. That's the Good Life. So, Bashan, kind of getting back to the urgent care and exactly what the needs are, what type of injuries have you seen that would, you know, I'm sure you've seen some things that happen in the gym that would require urgent care?
You might twist your knee or, you know, just like a little twist here or there, something that you might, quote unquote, sprain your ankle or something like that. But, you know, just little minor things for urgent care. Now,
what has happened
that
you've made people do? And then they hurt themselves.
Nothing.
Like carry a bag. I'm just joking.
We don't hurt anybody.
I'm just playing.
Everything's safe over at Tiger Rock. But no,
I'm just joking.
No, I had one bad injury myself that didn't require urgent care, require emergency service ASAP. You know, and you know, it still kind of deals with, you know, different needs. So now I kind of have to go to see an orthopedist or you know, what do you call it?
Doc Griggs, no, I don't know.
You know, not a surgeon, but therapist. Yeah, and just to make sure everything's okay. You know,
like I was on Jeopardy.
The answer is what is it? You know, but
I'll take therapy for $200.
Yeah, but you know, things always happen. I mean, you can, you know, maybe overdo your shoulder, hurt your shoulder, you know, hyperextend or things like that. You know, but definitely, you got to make sure that's why we stretch and.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we stretch. And I've been to a lot of your classes, and I say all that in jest, but he really does make sure that everybody stretches so they don't have to go there. But if you do, you know, our kids don't stretch. They say that they do, and they do a little this, that, and the other, and they play around. So this is the time because generally kids just have accidents.
Right.
You know, and so this is that time of year. Go ahead, Doc Grace.
But you were bringing it up earlier. One of the big things that urgent cares are used that are not properly used for, that they're not maximized, is the flu.
Yes.
Cold and flu season. Rather than going and funk up your doctor's office with your funky germs, the flu jumps on you like a bear. The moment you feel that bear, the sooner you can get to somewhere that can see you immediately and get your Tamiflu or get your antiviral, the better you'll feel. And that's exactly what this is equipped for. Don't go to the ER because you're just going to get sick.
Exactly.
Right. And y'all have vaccinations, right?
Yes, we do.
Oh, so let us know. What can we get? I know you have vaccinations. What are your availability times to come get vaccinated?
You could come anytime, Monday through Thursday, 12 to 10. So that means you can, if you feel sick.
Today?
Oh, yeah, you can come today. If you feel sick after you get off work, you can come there. We open at 10 o'clock at night. And you also can come on Saturdays, 10 to 4. So we wanted to make the times where anybody could come. We didn't want to stop at 5, and we know a lot of people get off work at 5, or they're picking up their children, in the after-school activities. So we wanted to be open at 10
p.m.
10 p.m.
Y'all hear that?
10 p.m.
And trust me, y'all know you don't have as many sick days as you think you do. So make sure you go get your vaccination because you don't want to use your sick days on something that you could have
easily taken care of,
because that is not the good life.
Exactly.
You know, you want to use them during Christmas and Thanksgiving.
Exactly.
You know, we like add that all up so we can create a week. Y'all know what I'm talking about because everybody does
telling all them people business like
it's
that.
The truth.
Somebody boss might be listening.
Hey, look, it is what it is.
Yes, she did.
Hey, now. Hey, look, it's a good life. We look, open people's mind, living differently in the world. Right. So you work around stuff. So you don't want to use your sick days now. You want to use them when you
close to the first
are sick.
Day before Mardi Gras.
So make sure you go to Bossy Medical. Oh my goodness, solutions to get your vaccinations and everything else. So give us your phone number.
The phone number is 504-577-2258.
Give it to us one more time.
504-577-2258.
And I'm looking at your information online. You have a website as well. If they wanted to, kind of browse and see what's going on or what they have there, or see if their services match, or see if they, just it worked out for them, because it is the good life. What's your website?
The website address is www.bossy.com, and that's BAUSEY.com, and you can actually schedule your appointment through the website if you want to.
Look at that. We up on technology.
You fancy, huh?
That's www.bossy.com, BAUSEY.com. That is the good life. So make sure, y'all, don't go wait hours and hours. That's not the good life. Go to Bossy Medical Solutions and, get taken care of. Wellness visits are so important. This is Eileen. This is Wellness Wednesday. Make sure you stay tuned tomorrow for Gumbo Talk Thursday. I have the ladies in here, and we're going to get in the stew. Make sure you tune in tomorrow. I'm out.